Howdy y'all, welcome back to Crafting Catastrophes. This is a Clumsy Crafter, and I got a short one for you. We're going to be making a polymer clay jewelry dish in the shape of a heart. And that was requested in the comments on my second video. That comment will be right here. Yeah, so if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments down below, and I'll try to get to it eventually. But we're going to start by making some canes. And those canes will be layered. So I'll have like a bunch of hearts within the heart dish rather than it just being in the shape of a heart. So I'm going to go with pink for the center of the canes, blue outside of the pink, and then pink outside of the blue. So it'll be 3 layers for those canes. Then I'll cut them up, lay them side by side. Hopefully it looks nice. I'm also going to be using a rose that I had been pressing for about 3.5 weeks now. It's fully dry, and I think it'd be a nice addition to the middle of the dish. I'm going to seal this rose in resin so it'll look nice and shiny. So let's get to it. And we'll start with the heart that will be centered. And to make a cane, I don't know if you've ever seen, you know, the way they make candy canes or the way they make those old-fashioned candies with an image inside. You know, you stretch it out. The more you stretch it out, the smaller the image gets, and then you chop that up. So we'll start off with an alright sized heart. And I might get this a little dirty because I've been working with leather a lot, and I'm not good at putting on gloves. I always forget. I do like getting most of the form with my hands. Clay is just one of those satisfying things to sculpt with your hands. So I'm just going to shrink this up. So as you shrink your cane, you'll notice that some of the edges get covered up. That's fine because in the center the image will stay. But you're just trying to keep a consistent pressure on all sides. First few cuts will kind of look like that. Gonna split it up and set that aside while I make the base. For that base, I am just going to use both pink and blue. Well, as you can see, I've kind of learned my lesson with this stuff. Epoxy resin is very unforgiving when it comes to porous surfaces like wood or those cutting mats. So I've laid some plastic out. It's a trash bag, just in case. I've already gotten messy over here. So I did the first pour a little while ago, and just for an example, I'm going to go ahead and make some jewelry for this dish as well. But these probably won't be done till tomorrow, so I'll probably do the final product of both in a short YouTube video. But for now, we're going to get to the fun stuff. So I got the boring mixing out of the way. I did have to kind of kickstart the reaction with a blow dryer because it is a little cold in my garage. And the blow dryer did warm it up. So the reaction has already started. It does take long if it's cold. I don't know if you've ever been to a resin section of a craft store. Sometimes they'll have a heat mat, for sale if it's in stock, because the heat really helps with that reaction, helps things move pretty quickly. I pre-set this is some glass shards, some colorful glass shards. I like these hearts because they're iridescent and at the right angle, they're blue. So they're pink and blue, kind of like this dish. And then some, I don't know what you call that, rhinestones, or I don't know. But yeah, it kind of feels like girly Breaking Bad up in here right now. Let's go ahead and add, the rose will be first. So that's basically the final product. It just needs to set, which I will update the channel with a short just to show you how it ended up looking towards the end. I had a lot of fun with this, even though I guess you can say this was a craftastrophe. But I'm okay with failure. That's how you learn. And if you needed to hear that, hope it helps. The only people that have never failed are those who quit. As always, if you reach the end with me, you're a real one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any ideas, just drop them in the comments. Let me know what you think of this project. Let me know if you have any ideas of something I can do in the future. I would love to hear about it. But happy Tuesday, everyone. And have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next Tuesday. We'll let that car go by. So the plastic really helps. Right now, I just need to find my clay tools. I had them here somewhere. And I just organized this space, so they should be easy to find, but it doesn't look like that's the case right now. They were inside, just kind of chiseled. Oh, well, these were cheap, so that's bound to happen. And we'll hold for sound. There is a bus dropping off kids outside, and now they're honking. I guess that bus is like waiting for someone to get out of the way, or waiting for parents to come out. Which, I don't know. I get it. Alright, they're taking off now. Oh, the bus turned around. He's back. That's the longest that bus has ever been out there. There's an argument going on. I like this side because it has... Oh, and I just ruined it. So we'll go with the other side. I just got a phone call. Yeah, thank you very much, whoever that was. Freaking robots taking over the world. 11 people that have never failed are those who quit.